I have 2 hours to enjoy Halloweekends here at Cedar Point. Let's see how much we can do. I hope you're ready and excited. Let's go! It is crazy windy out on the beach and in the parking lot, so I didn't really talk a whole lot either way. But there was a ton of people coming in. I saw where they were parking people, and Prestige is an incredible thing, at least this year, because of the parking benefit. Being able to park up here at the front, an incredible thing. I'm not sure that's going to be the case for this next year because it's such a less limited kind of a thing. Like anyone who wants to come in early has to have Prestige. So that's going to be a problem, I think. First, I got to grab just a little bit of something to eat. First of all, I just did this at Kings Island, and so I'm going to be trying to replicate the same thing here at Cedar Point. However, today is a Friday and not a Sunday evening. I think to go head-to-head, Sunday evening would be much more similar to what Kings Island was like. But no matter, we're still going to enjoy as much as we possibly can here at Cedar Point over the next 2 hours. First of all, right away here, I see a ride that I'm thinking looks pretty decent. It says a 30-minute wait, but I don't think it's actually going to take that because it's kind of half empty right now. You know what? It's going to get better. It's going to get better. I'm sure of it. So right now, I'm going to eat and go see a show instead. Now let's talk about the rules for this challenge. We need to hit one show, one ride, one meal, and one haunt. And then we're also going to make a full circle around the park and see what all they have. Now, at Kings Island, I was able to do all of that, plus I was able to hit 3 rides and 3 additional haunts on top of the initial challenge. But I did not get to see a show there. So, let's see if anything is somewhat comparable or not here at Cedar Point. Or maybe things are comparable but different. So we'll have to find out. Let's go. Right away here, we're gonna grab our first meal. Now, during this meal, we kind of are gonna hit 2 at one time, but at the same time, we're gonna miss quite a bit of the show, I think, that is happening with the Fangs. So, we're gonna hop in here for Panda Express for our first meal. Let's go. While we're eating, though, we'll go watch the Fangs because it's inside. We can eat pretty easily, and why not have some entertainment while you eat, right? We just won't be staying for the whole thing, so I'm not sure that it's really going to count. I can see them in there performing right now. We're going to go try to eat while we listen. Nobody wants to come up to the front, so this is a great place to eat my meal. Let's go. But this crowd is way too good to leave, so there's no way. Take me down to the paradise city where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Take me home. I'm so glad I did. That show of the Fangs had to be the best show of the Fangs I've ever seen. And the Fangs are consistently incredible, but they had an audience this time that just blew them away. Blew the whole thing away. And when you have an awesome audience as a performer, no matter what the situation is, you can be consistently good. But the audience makes it even better. And that's exactly what happened tonight. It was so good. That was so much fun. The people were so into it. And so 2 down, all at one time, 2 down. We have our meal and we have our show. Now we've got to go do one more thing. Actually, 2 more things. Let's go. All right, so now we are looking for a decent sized line for a haunt, which is honestly going to be our hardest thing to find. And then we are also going to be looking for a decent sized line for a ride, which may not be the worst thing, especially if I'm looking for a coaster. Especially back here, I could probably find Gemini or a couple of different options that may be decent. So we're gonna have to go see what we can find. Let's go. Looks like the Cornstalkers line is moving fairly quickly anyway. But I don't think that's gonna be the one that I'm gonna choose, at least not yet. Now, here's my strategy for the night right now. I think that once the last half hour of the night comes in, I'm gonna be able to hit maybe 3 or 4 different haunted attractions, all within just a matter of minutes. So I'm thinking that what needs to happen first is I'm going to go hit a roller coaster. Once I'm done hitting that roller coaster, that's probably going to be Cedar Creek Mine Ride. Nothing fantastic, nothing crazy. Once I'm done with that, we can go hit Wake the Dead, just because I love it so much. And it'll be one extra thing that we can do tonight, just like we did at Kings Island. It'll just be different than Kings Island because at Kings Island, I could hit more rides. Then once I'm done with that, we can then go hit our first and only necessary haunted house, get that done, and then we can hopefully hit multiple other haunted houses all at that time. We'll start back with Bloodbath and then move our way straight down the line, because in the last half hour of a night you can hit all kinds of haunted houses usually. We'll have to see if tonight ends up being consistent on that or not. It may not be, but it's worth a shot, and I think it's a compelling strategy. So let's see what happens. Let's go. So our first spot is to hit what I hope will be a fairly decent line for Cedar Creek Mine Ride. We'll have to see. A lot of the lines are pretty long right now, but okay, it's looking very promising. At most, it is probably a 15-minute wait at the very most, unless they're down to 1 train. But even then, it looks like that train that just went by is partially empty. That's a very good sign. Get straight through. Oh my word, look at that. No one! This is perfect. Hop on this, and we'll be able to do whatever haunted attraction happens to come up next. Maybe we can hit another coaster even tonight. We'll have to see. And just a matter of minutes later, we are completely done. It is 10:43 right now. So we're gonna go see one show, just because we can. And then we're gonna go try to hit a couple of different, actually, you know what? Actually, because that was such a short wait for me just now, I think there's a very real possibility that I can go hit one haunted house. I think Bloodbath is something we could hit right now and not waste any moment of the night, which is always kind of the goal, especially when I'm doing some sort of a challenge. We've got 2 hours. We're going to try to do as much as we possibly can in that time. And I think we can hit one more thing right now before this last showing of Lusty Lils. I think, or did I already miss it? Oh no, I got the wrong time, guys. They have Lusty Lils closed up? Oh. This performance of Wake the Dead is at capacity. Next show will be on Sunday, so I guess I'll just have to hit that. That's fine, we'll hit some more haunted houses. Neither one of these has gone completely to plan, although we are going to see if I can get in over here. And I can't. They have it locked off here too. Oh, that's stinky. So I even tried a little trick. Nothing. Alright, well, that's okay. We got our show. We got our ride. We got our fright zone. Right here. We also need to get our haunted house. And that's where we're headed next. So let's go. Now, do you remember how this line went all the way back there earlier tonight? This line in particular is a mistake to wait through early on in the night. You do not want to wait for this one because you'll find completely empty lines very early on for this ride or for this attraction. Not as empty as it'll be later on tonight, but it'll still go fast, and that's fine for right now because we're gonna get this done, all of it in an hour, just like we did at Kings Island. Yeah, it has like one. And just like at Kings Island, we did it. We did one hunt, one ride, one show, and one meal, all in 1 hour. But we've got a little bit more time here, so we're gonna continue on with our night and try to figure out how many haunts could we possibly hit in the next hour. So we have 1 more hour. I'm not going to try to hit any more rides. We're just going to try to hit haunts. So we're going to start with this one, and there is basically a row of haunts that we can hit all the way up toward the front of the park. So we're going to hit them one after another. I hope you're ready. Let's go. Now, it did look like there was almost nothing here inside Bloodbath, but a whole slew of people just came in. So I hope that it's not too bad, but we'll still have to wait just a little bit. Either way, that's fine. Let's just head on through it. Let's go. Yeah, still not bad at all. I mean, a little bit of a wait, much less of a wait than I had last time. I think I see my favorite bouncer right here.
YouTube?
11:13 and the first haunt done. We are now walking through. We're gonna go hit one next haunt. This is an outdoor haunt, but like I said, they kind of all lend into each other, one piece at a time. Now, I already went this way once today during our live stream. You should go check that out. The VOD is still up if you want to go see it. It was the Friday the 13th live stream, but we're gonna go through the store this time because we didn't last time. See all the Steel Vengeance merch. Oh, they have it closed off. Oh, because of rain, I bet. I was like, wait a minute, there's usually lights. But yeah, they have it closed off right now. Uh-oh. Well then, that's gonna change what we do, isn't it? But let's just see what we can do next. We'll still hit some we'll still hit some haunted houses. It's just, we're gonna have to walk through them a very different way than we would normally. It's just gonna take a little bit more walking to get a whole bunch of them done. Or we could also ride some rides, but I don't think Maverick is a good option right now. That's a 45-minute wait. And I believe that based on what I'm seeing in there. So I'm thinking let's just get up to our next indoor haunted attraction, which is going to be Slaughterhouse. Which is going to be Freak Show. Now, normally I wouldn't be able to go straight to Freak Show if I took Pirate Cove all the way around, because it comes out all the way down there. The end of it does. So instead, we can walk straight here and get straight into Freak Show. There's no line, So we're just gonna walk directly in. And that's exactly why I'm telling you, don't wait in lines for haunted houses until the end of the night. Because I don't think most people have figured out this hack. Either that or else they all think they need to leave before 11 o'clock. And then at 11 o'clock you can hit everything without even waiting in lines. That one actually kind of terrified me today, and I will say they're better when they are when they have fewer people in them, because it was just me and 2 other people that were going in together. But you can also see that line has gotten substantially longer, so we dodged a bullet with that line. Definitely enjoyed that. That was definitely really fun. And now we're on our way to Slaughterhouse. Also, it has been 22 minutes and we've made it through 2 haunted houses so far today. I mean, not so far, but in this last hour. One thing about haunted houses that is different and better than rides is with rides you're gonna have to wait more. You're gonna have to have a full amount of time that you wait for a cycle to go through, and then you're going to have to ride the ride. With that, it does often take a lot more time. Oh, Cornstalkers is up, huh? Okay, well we'll do Cornstalkers too then. Okay, I thought it was for the rain, but apparently I must be wrong. So we're just gonna head on in and go. Now all of this is completely full, and the way that I know that is because right over there is where the Telltale Heart is, and you can see people right on the other side of this screen. They have made it though this year so that you cannot see people through the screen, so you're not just watching the show while you're there, and then it kind of separates you a little bit as far as sound goes also. But yeah, this is a completely empty ride. The slowest 5 people in the entire world were in front of me in that entire line. All the way through the line, all the way through the queue, and then all the way through the maze. I've never felt more relieved than when we got to the choose your own path part. But we are headed in to one more now, which is Slaughterhouse, right behind me. Let's go. Now this actually does have a somewhat decent line. It's not a straight walk on, I can tell you that. And actually, you know what? It's enough for right now that I'm not gonna try to get in it. I'm gonna just exit right down here, because I think over the next few minutes, it's going to become much shorter, and maybe we can hit one more. I don't know if that's gonna be possible or not, but we're gonna try.
What's up? We love Cedar Point.
All right, so instead, we're gonna hit Blood on the Bayou because I don't want to wait in that line. Now, the problem with Blood on the Bayou is it's a very long walk back. So I'm gonna have to brace myself for this long walk. But then maybe we can still have another 15 minutes at the end of it. So we'll have to see what happens, but it's an option, possibly. Okay, so we skipped the long trek, at least filming it. Hello, Father.
Bless you.
It's the shadows for me. They scare me half to death when they're right behind me.
Join us or become another sacrifice.
It's more scary when I'm all alone. Hello. If someone ever seriously tried to kill me, I would just laugh at them, I think. I've been conditioned now. They've got me so many times today. The fog is going to kill you. Alright, that thing takes forever to get through, but I was right behind some people who were going slower than me. I moved pretty quickly, and when you get into a clearing, then you can just pass them if you need to do that. So I was able to do that. They can keep walking at their speed and I can keep walking at mine, which is pretty nice on this one. Also, if you're going really fast, you can end up being the only person in your group, or your group can be the only group there. So it's substantially scarier that way when you're being tag teamed by lots of different scare actors rather than having it spread out between a large group of you. Right now I have 7 minutes to get over to Slaughterhouse, and that will be my last haunt of the evening. So we'll end up with having had 4 haunts tonight. So we'll have ended up with having 4 haunts in 1 hour tonight. 1 every 15 minutes. That's pretty decent. Although it's not as good as having 6 things. 3 coasters and 3 haunts. Wow, they're getting them there. Let's go. And 4 minutes to get into Slaughterhouse. I think I can do it. Let's see how long this line is. 4 minutes before the end of the night, though. This is perfect. All right. Go straight through the fast lane. Let's go. And it is the end of the night. Time to get out of here. Head up to the front of the park. I still have a lot more steps left in me tonight before I get to my car. And with that, it's starting to rain pretty decently here. This time it actually feels like it too. Tonight we set out with the question of how many things could we do in 2 hours here at Cedar Point. And we did the same video at Kings Island just recently. Go check that out also if you would like to, if you enjoyed this video. But at Kings Island, we were able to do 6 things in the evening in the last hour. And today, we were able to do 4 things in the last hour here at Cedar Point. Definitely pretty comparable, especially considering that today's a Friday and considering that this is Cedar Point and it's known for just massive lines. And it is not Kings Island, who has maybe some smaller lines on average. So I definitely think that that's pretty good one way or another. The last 2 hours of your park day is absolutely where it is for you to be able to do a ton of stuff in your day. And some of those things you can push off to the last minute so that then you can focus on other bigger things, bigger fish to fry in the park. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. If you haven't yet, please press that like button, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff, and let's go. It was definitely nice of the rain to hold off for us, and now let's go! Hey, thanks for watching. I release theme park related videos at least a couple times a week, so press that subscribe button if you made it this far. Also, check out similar videos in the playlist to the right or find my newest video to the left. Thanks again, and let's go!